introduction.
My friends, I think all of you are my friends. I'm deeply touched by the obvious affection that suffuses this room, and my only reaction is one of immense gratitude. I'm grateful first to all of you for coming here and spending a part of this beautiful spring day with Cindy and me. And I'm grateful too to the staff of the court and to Kerry Austin and my chamber staff for putting together this event. And I'm grateful to my extended law clerk family, now roughly 130 strong, who conceived this project and carried it through to fruition. You've heard bandied about the name of Sam Salganic, and he deserves a special shout out because this was Sam's brainchild, as I understand it. And I'm grateful as well to the members of the judiciary, state and federal, who are here today, particularly those of you who traveled from out of state. Judges lead a privileged life, but the road that they travel is sometimes a lonely one, and it's always heartening to encounter fellow pilgrims. I'm thankful, too, to the municipal officials who made this all possible. In particular, Councilman Goncalves, who you heard from today, who introduced this resolution and carried it through to passage, and to Mayor Smiley, who lent it his full support and signed it into law. And I'm especially grateful to Judge McConnell, who organized and orchestrated this event. Rhode Islanders first knew Jack McConnell as a gifted trial lawyer, and they now know him as a terrific trial judge. But I suspect that his true vocation is that of professional party planner. And I am grateful, too, to two great Americans who are no longer with us, President Ronald Reagan and Senator John Chafee. We are all aware that our nation's politics display a great deal of dysfunction at the present time, and I cannot help but think that the country would be well served if leaders of whatever party, cut from the same cloth as Reagan and Chafee, were to emerge at this time. To appreciate just how significant this award is to me, you have to know the backstory. And the backstory begins when my beloved parents settled in Providence nearly a century ago. I was born in this city. My lovely wife, Cindy, who is my soulmate and my partner in all things, was born here. So too were my fiercely loyal sister, Susan, and my two beautiful daughters, Dawn and Lori Ann. And I was raised in Providence and educated in the Providence public schools. And I speak to you in hushed tones. I admit that I emigrated for 7 years to Massachusetts to attend college and law school. But I returned as quickly as I could to Providence and served as law clerk to a formidable jurist, Judge Edward Day, who presided with great distinction in this very courtroom. And I practiced law happily in this city for upwards of 20 years until President Reagan, on the recommendation of Senator Chafee, tapped me for a seat on the bench of the United States District Court for the District of Rhode Island. And 4 years later, when President Reagan elevated me to the Court of Appeals, I elected to retain my principal chambers in Providence. And for over 4 decades now, I have had the privilege of sharing this floor of this courthouse, first with Judge Frank Boyle, then with Judge Mary Lisi, and now with Judge McConnell. And so, in the words of a song, a truly dreadful song, that was popular during my youth, I'm Rhode Island born and Rhode Island bred, and when I die, I'll be Rhode Island dead. To verify that, let me add 3 items to the brief biography that I've given you. First, if you look out those windows, I could see, that is, if I could see at all, right? I could see the old Industrial National Bank building, and on the 6th floor of that building, I met my bride, all right? And she and I were married in this city, and we live a stone's throw from here in the College Hill section of the city. And the last data point that you need to prove my thesis is that not too long ago, Cindy and I made what I assure you is our final acquisition of a piece of residential real estate. We purchased a burial plot in Swan Point Cemetery off Blackstone Boulevard. So any way you slice it, I'm a Providence guy. And I think that you can understand, viewed against that backdrop, why this street naming has such great meaning for me. The street itself is a short street, but it runs adjacent to this building. And so it links me in perpetuity, both with the city that I love and with the courthouse that has become my second home. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. Thank you, Mayor Smiley, Councilman Goncalves, and thank you all for coming. All that I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you.